Welcome back. Hypnosis is often seen as a stage trick used as a form of entertainment. But did you know it could actually help you with your New Year's resolution or just help you stick to your goals in general? We are joined now by hypnotist Colin. He's author of the book Success Through Manipulation, and he's here to tell us about how hypnosis works and how you can tap into its powers. And as you can see, Doug's with us too. He has been put into a relaxed state here to see if some of these hypnosis tricks will work on him as well. But first of all, Colin, thank you so much for coming.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
This is a fascinating subject that a lot of people, I think, want to know more about, and especially how that they can harness it for their own benefit. So tell us a little bit about how the process works.
Yeah, basically, well, like, there's two different processes. There's sort of the one you see on stage where a person hypnotizes you and you do all kinds of weird, crazy, fun stuff. Then there's the process of being hypnotized to do something like quitting smoking or losing weight or that kind of thing. And basically what happens is you're put into a deep state of relaxation, and from there, once you're in that deep state of relaxation, you can give directed suggestions to do different things. And we can demonstrate a little bit something on Doug with more of a realistic demonstration.
Okay, well, let's go right to it then and see what we've got going on. I'll let you take it away.
Sounds good. Doug, you ready to go?
Sure.
Good. Deep breath in. And just sleeping, relaxing deeper and deeper and deeper. Now, the deeper into relaxation you go, the better you feel, the deeper into relaxation you go. Now, we hypnotized Doug a little bit earlier, but you notice like his arms and limbs are much more relaxed and limp and that kind of stuff. So you can always tell when somebody's hypnotized, and you can see, well, maybe not on TV, but you can see his eyes, they'll become bloodshot and that, and dilated and that kind of stuff. So Doug, on the count of 3, just take both of your hands, interlocking them into one big fist straight out in front of you. 1, 2, and 3. Take both of your hands interlocked. Now squeeze your palms together tightly shut. Now as you squeeze your palms together tightly shut, squeeze your fingers tight against the backs of your hands. Now as you do that, I'm going to count from 1 to 3. On the number 3, you don't believe to be true that your hands have become one solid block of steel. So solid, the harder you try to pull them apart, the tighter lockdown they will become. You'll give them an honest try, but the harder you try, the tighter lockdown they will become. 1, 2, solid steel, squeezing your palms together, and 3, hands solid steel now. The harder you try to pull them apart, really try, but the harder you try, the tighter lockdown they do become. Now you can see his fingers becoming like purple and white because he's really trying to get them apart. Maybe need a little bit of help. Try to use your knee. Try to use your knee. Get your knee in between your wrists. That's right. Reach your arms forward and try to use your knee to pull your hands apart. Really try. The harder you try, the tighter lockdown they become. Really try hard now. There we go. Now just bring your arms back and we'll put you back out and take them apart. 1, 2, and 3. Taking them apart, relaxing. Count of 3, wide awake. 1, 2, and 3, wide awake now. You can just see that slow, lethargic reaction. So in the same way you see that kind of stuff where you're thinking your hands become solid steel, you can go over with a bad habit like smoking or losing weight. You know, people think, why am I eating this? Why do I put this in my mouth? It's just some kind of habit. So we can put suggestions in to change the habit so you can do something different, like not pull your hands apart or put the cigarette out.
So what kind of success rate do you see with hypnosis for things like quitting smoking or maybe losing weight? Yeah,
typically it's somewhere around the 70 to 80% range. I mean, people losing weight, like there's been clinical studies where like a control group loses about half a pound and a hypnosis group loses 17 pounds. So it's very effective that way. But for smoking, it's not necessarily, the person has to want to do it. If your friends and family want you to stop smoking, but you don't want to stop smoking, hypnosis isn't going to help you. You have to want to do it.
Okay, very good. And I understand. Do you go over this in your book that you can kind of hypnotize yourself?
I don't really talk about it as much in the book, but yeah, you can. Possible? It is certainly possible if you do meditation or anything along those lines. Just deep relaxation, getting into a zone like that, and then doing a recording of some kind. You can get somebody else to record it yourself on your phone, or just get somebody to give you suggestions, and you can do it on your own.
All right. Well, Success Through Meditation is the book. And Doug, I want to ask real quick, how do you feel?
You know, I feel great. And I might be a perfect candidate for this because I'm so desperate to relax and to be in a deep state of relaxation, which I can honestly say I've never felt recently until our experience here. And I've had no experience with this, but the only way I can describe it is that the state you're in is so wonderful that the suggestion, I think, you want to do what the suggestion given to you is, because you want to stay in that state.
Absolutely.
That's the best way I can describe what just happened.
Yeah. Well, thanks for being the guinea pig.
Hey,
Appreciate it.
I feel great. You know, stay this way for a while if it's all right.
Well, fantastic. Well, if you want to learn more about the techniques like you saw here and how hypnosis can help you, it's called Success Through Manipulation by Colin Christopher. And Colin, thank you so much for coming in and showing us how this works. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Back with more right after this.